The Ford Explorer is unique among Ford vehicles. It is worth noting that it is built on a Volkswagen platform and has replaced the Fiesta in production in Cologne. Additionally, it challenges the traditional idea of a family-sized Ford, as it is now electric and starts at 40,000 pounds. The Ford Explorer is a bold move by the Blue Oval in Europe to replace high-volume, low-margin models like the Fiesta and Focus with more profitable crossovers like the Puma and Explorer. The Explorer's development was delayed by over a year and re-engineered late on to take advantage of advanced battery technology. Martin Sander, who led the company during its development and was the spokesperson for the new Ford of Europe, left Ford to join Volkswagen just a week before the first test drives. Design and styling. The Explorer has a unique and striking appearance that sets it apart from other models in its class, making it easily distinguishable. It is definitely not just another generic design. The size of the vehicle is very similar to a Focus, but its interior space is comparable to a larger Mondeo or Kuga. It measures just under 4.5 meters in length and almost 2 meters in width. Ford's designers put effort into maximizing the wheelbase and keeping overhangs minimal. Amco Leonards, Ford's European design chief, mentioned that the styling is distinctly American, a feature the company aims to miles per hour size in its new lineup of road cars. Several different versions of the Explorer are available when it is released. The cheapest option is priced just below 40,000 pounds and will be available by the end of the year. It has a 239-mile range from its 52 kilowatt-hours battery in the entry-level Select trim. The vehicle is powered by a 168 brake horsepower electric motor located at the rear. The extended range version with a single motor features a 282 brake horsepower motor and a 77 kilowatt-hours battery, providing a remarkable 374-mile range, the highest among all Volkswagen Group MEB-derived cars. Choosing the premium trim option reduces the range by 20 miles. The top-of-the-line version is the extended range dual-motor model, which is exclusively offered in the premium trim. It comes with an extra motor on the front axle to enable four-wheel drive and delivers a total output of 335 brake horsepower. With a 79 kilowatt-hours battery pack, it can travel up to 329 miles on a single charge. Both models have a top speed capped at 112 miles per hour, while the dual-motor version is just over a second faster in accelerating from 0 to 62 miles per hour compared to the single-motor car, with a time of 5.3 seconds. Interior. The touchscreen inside the car demands complete focus. It is large, nearly 15 inches in size, and occupies most of the center console. Additionally, it can be tilted at various angles to access additional storage space. The screen resolution is of high quality, and the graphics are sharp. However, it suffers from a similar problem as Volkswagen Group MEB cars. It is difficult to navigate beyond the initial menu screen and perform more complex tasks. The voice of the navigation system instructing me to make a U-turn continues to play in my head as I struggled to find a volume button to silence it. The main issue lies in the small size of the buttons on the interface, which require the driver to take their eyes off the road in order to accurately press them, exacerbated by confusing iconography that makes it hard to understand what each button does. The heating controls are conveniently located at the bottom of the screen, but overall, the large screen and small buttons make it frustrating to operate. There is an abundance of space in the interface that seems underutilized by Ford. The tactile controls on the steering wheel, which are also present in the MEB cars, are not well received in the Explorer. Volkswagen is removing them from their models for this reason. Ford has not done the same yet, despite the lengthy development process for the Explorer. However, it is expected that Ford will remove them in the future. The remainder of the interior has a layout and quality that is similar to Volkswagen Group models. It is comfortable, but there are signs of cost-cutting in the material used, making it more functional than attractive. The overall design is average in comparison to other vehicles in its class. It lacks the visual appeal and positive feel of the Peugeot E3008, which sets a higher standard for the segment. Its most notable characteristic is a large central storage bin, which is significant in its own right. Engines and performance. The performance of the single-motor Explorer is satisfactory. it lacks the energy and excitement of a 1.0-liter EcoBoost engine Ford, making it a distinctly different driving experience. The acceleration starts off abruptly, with a significant increase in torque, but it then transitions to a smoother and more consistent delivery of power, maintaining sufficient power for passing other vehicles. The vehicle operates quietly and with sophistication, producing minimal wind noise, which is a departure from the typical reputation of mainstream Fords. This demonstrates the maturity and refinement of electric crossover vehicles. The Explorer with dual motors seems to be a more suitable performance option for the chassis. Typically, vehicles like this can be excessive with their power levels, making them less enjoyable to drive, but this model is an exception. The additional power increases the usability of the chassis and makes the car more enjoyable, resulting in a more agile, lively, and urgent driving experience. It is regrettable that this power upgrade is only available in the top-tier trim level, as the price of nearly $55,000 puts it in competition with the Polestar 2, which does not align with the Explorer's positioning in the market. There is likely an optimal option available, but it has not yet been included in the Explorer's pricing options. Both types of engines have a driving mode labeled as B, which is effectively designed for one-pedal driving. Additionally, drivers have the choice between selecting Sport and Eco modes as well. The Sport mode will make the steering stiffer and reduce resistance to acceleration, while the Eco mode will have the opposite effect, making it feel as though the handbrake has been left engaged. Ride and handling. The Explorer, a crossover just 2 centimeters longer than the Focus, is the first of 2 electric Fords based on the MEB architecture. The Born is a hatchback, while the Explorer is a tall-bodied crossover with a 10% weight penalty. Ford's engineers, led by Geert van Nooyen, consider the MEB platform to be fundamentally healthy and close to a Ford, and far better than early cars produced from it. The Dynamics team has tuned hardware and software, including giving the Explorer bespoke Continental tires, to make it drive like the Fords we know and love, based on agility, intuition, and a feeling of being connected to the road. There are many 4.5 mm electric crossovers from every brand filling every conceivable niche, so it can be hard to find where a new entrant like the Explorer can fit in. The Explorer doesn't make the mundane thrilling like a Focus would at its very best, but it's still pleasant, and attention has been put out on making it a car that's easy to gel with. It's nicer for sure than the related Volkswagen ID.4 and Audi Q4 e-tron as one of the best handling electric crossovers to date. The suspension is passive, meaning it remains the same regardless of the driving mode, and has been tuned differently depending on the model. Unusually, the lighter single-motor model had a notably poorer low-speed ride than the dual-motor one, which was much more supple over urban lumps and bumps. Both versions rode well out of town on super smooth Slovenian highways. Miles per gallon and running costs. The Explorer is an impressive electric car with impressive real-world range of 320 miles in the single-motor car and 300 miles in the dual-motor car, even with spirited driving. The maximum charging speed is 135 kilowatts in the single-motor car and 185 kilowatts in the dual-motor car. The headline-grabbing model is the 39,875 pound Standard Range Select, which has a range of 239 miles. The single-motor extended range model costs from 45,975 pounds in standard trim, 374-mile range, but can be spec'd in premium trim for 4,100 pounds in return for larger 20-in wheels and matrix LED lights. The standard spec includes heated and massaging seats, advanced driver assistance technology, and big-screen infotainment. A heat pump is optional on both trims. The dual-motor extended range version is available in premium trim at 53,975 pounds with a range of 329 miles. Resolution. Ford's Explorer, despite not being the UK's top-selling brand, is expected to become many people's first electric car due to its impressive range and enjoyable-to-drive nature. The Explorer carries over elements from the old Ford, such as above-average dynamics and below-average interiors. It's not a landmark Ford in the mainstream, but a step towards electric car evolution, making it a good stepping stone for those looking to see it at its best. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and leave a comment in the comments section below. Follow us for more to get to know about brand new cars.